Good morning and welcome to Halftime with Hamish, a show about all things sports except for the polo. Thank you for joining us for this Saturday morning shakedown where we look ahead at all the weekend's games. First up, Rugby World Cup 2011. Tonight we have the semi-final of France taking on Wales. The French are looking for their third trip to the World Cup final, however they are yet to taste success. It'll be the first time Wales have ever made a final if they are successful tonight against the French. In team news, Reece Priestland has been replaced by James Hook at first 5'8". Other than that, teams are as per the program. Priestland suffered a shoulder injury and they bring in Hook as a very experienced replacement. Stephen Jones comes in to fill Hook's bench role with over 100 test experience. So Wales not losing out a lot there. The French will also be fielding a very strong and experienced lineup. 62,000 fans will be crammed into Eden Park as well as Millennium Stadium over in Cardiff. So Wales will have plenty of support, huge buzz around the nation. Good luck to the Welsh side. In the other match, we have the All Blacks taking on Australia's Wallabies. Huge news obviously out of the All Black cap this week. Aaron Cruden will be starting at first 5'8". Stephen Donald will get the bench spot as the backup second 5'8". Jimmy Cowan has missed out as the reserve halfback. That spot going to Andy Ellis. Obviously, Piti Wipu starting at first 5'8". He is the Hurricanes teammate of Aaron Cruden. He'll also have Hurricanes teammates Amar Nonu and Conrad Smith outside of him. So lots of familiar faces for Aaron Cruden in what will be the biggest match of his career. Curtly Beale, still under an injury cloud. He did train today in the captain's run, but he will need a bit more time to prove his fitness. Robbie Dean's looking to make that decision later today, so stay tuned for more on that. Nathan Sharp has not been selected on the bench. Rob Simmons, the Queenslander, has been given the spot ahead of him. That will leave Nathan Sharp on 99 tests. So if the Wallabies are bundled out, it could be a 99 not out for Nathan Sharp. A great servant for Wallabies rugby. Obviously, Robbie Deans has no room for sentiment. Kepu seems to be okay and will start. He was the only other injury concern out of the Australian camp. Now, the All Blacks have had strong success against the Wallabies in the previous years. However, it's 2 from 2 for the Australians in previous World Cup semis, 1991 and 2003. Should be a huge match. We'll report a little bit more on that later in the weekend. To cricket news, India took on England overnight in the first ODI in Hyderabad. England had no success in a recent series in England, however put on 300 in their first innings. Dhoni was 87 not out. They restricted England to 174, Alistair Cook making 60, Ashwan and Jadeja taking 3 wickets apiece. So a strong first up performance in that home series for India now, looking to rebound from that poor tour of England earlier in the year. In rugby league news, we have tomorrow's league test from Newcastle. New Zealand taking on Australia. Should be a huge match. Last test match on Australian soil for Darren Lockyer. Can the New Zealanders spoil the party? I would like to think that they can. However, we have never been too good in these one-off tests. We seem to be far better in tournament-type situations. So hopefully we can take a bit of momentum, get a win and take the momentum over to the Four Nations in England. Also, another NRL news. 2012 season is under a bit of a cloud. There is concerns over funding and 14 out of the 16 clubs making losses. So plenty more news on that to come from Halftime with Hamish. But we look forward to the rugby tonight. We'll tune in tomorrow for the result of the France and Wales game and preview more about the All Blacks in Australia. Thanks for tuning in. That is the Saturday Morning Shakedown.